Imagine this hammer union fails in a field. The customer calls with a hit number and asks, who else got this hit number lot? You may have maybe an hour to answer. Can you? Stripping away all the jargon, the traceability comes down to one simple idea. One product, one connected story. I'm going to show you exactly how an auditor rebuilds that story. And here's the important part. They don't have to start at the beginning. They can start at the receiving and ask, where did this go? They can start at the shipping and ask, where did this come from? Or they can stand in your warehouse, point to this part and say, tell me where this part has been. Let's use a real example. Say you are a US distributor. You don't make parts. You buy, for instance, this 2-inch figure 1502 hammer union from an approved supplier in Italy and sell it here in the US to your customer. One product, let's trace it. Before you even order, your purchase order has to say what you're actually buying. In plain English, it would be size, figure number, your part number, their part number, connection type, quantity, and what paperwork has to come with it. For a hammer union like this, that's usually the certificate of conformance, the MTR tied to the hit number, and any test records your customer requires. That's it. You define it on the purchase order or chasing this paperwork later. Now, here's where most distributors get it right, then lose it. The shipment arrives from Italy. Receiving inspection checks, is it the right quantity, the right figure number, does the marking on the part match with the PO, if there are any damages due to receiving or shipping, and did we get the COCs and MTRs. But here's the important part. Can that hit number on a steel be connected to those MTRs received? The person who inspected it writes down who did it, when, whether it was accepted, and links to that MTR right there. No link, no traceability. Now the part nobody wants to talk about. A lot of distributors pass receiving inspection and then break the chain in inventory. Your inventory cannot just say 10 hammer unions. That's not traceability, that's counting. That hit number has to live in your system, tied to your part number, the manufacturer's part number, the POs it came from, the MTRs, the COCs, and exactly where it sits on the shelf. Lot 447, aisle 3, bin B, one lot, one story. Imagine your best employee quits tomorrow. Could someone else find the slot and prove where it came from? If the answer is yes, you probably have a decent system. If the answer is it's in Bob's head, you probably don't. Now, to the customer side. The customer asks for a quote. You send quote, for instance, 1057, part number, description, 2-inch figure 1502, quantity, price, delivery terms. The customer say yes. That quote has to become the sales order, not a new random document. It should connect back. You confirm requirements, ship to address, required documents with the shipment, and you keep the confirmation tied to that sales order. Now, here's where most small distributors break the chain without realizing it. The pick. The warehouse guy cannot just pick one figure 1502. He has to pick the specific lot assigned to that sales order. The pick record has to say picked lot 447 for sales order 2031 from bin B, picked up by Mike at 9:04 a.m. That's it. That's the whole chain link. So now I can take this exact unit and trace it either direction. Watch. Backwards. This unit came from bin B. It entered through the receiving inspection from PO 501 to our approved supplier in Italy, and this hit number connects to this MTR and this COC. Forward. Start with that receiving inspection. Where did that lot go? Through inventory onto pick list 77, onto sales order 2031, onto packing list, onto bill of lading with the carrier. Again, one product, one connected story. Supplier to customer or customer back to supplier in either direction. In a few minutes. not 15 phone calls. And whether you use software or paper doesn't change the principle at all. Paperwork if it's controlled folders, but if rebuilding one story takes 20 minutes and more, and someone says, I know we have it somewhere, you might have a real weakness. Because now imagine this isn't an audit. Imagine this hammer union truly fails in a field. The customer calls with a hit number, and you need to know where did it come from, who made it, which hit was it in what paperwork, did this paperwork came with it, did we sell any other units from the same lot, to whom, and do we still have any on the shelf? That's why traceability isn't just paperwork for an auditor. It's how you protect your customers and your business when something goes wrong. So that is a traceability, not a binder full of paper. One connected story from PO to shipment. Say what you do what you say, prove it, and improve it. Traceability is that prove it part. In the next video, we are going to zoom in on the very beginning of that story, how a quote should turn into sales order without losing anything along the way.